Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Don't Go Hollow. Doing a web series here where I try not to get too pissed off while playing Dark Souls. I've beat the game many times, got about 500 hours in. Starting the commentary up on just the 4th episode here, so... Last episode, I beat the Gargoyles and the Moonlight Butterflies, so now we're just going to do the natural progression. I like to do the catacombs before I beat Quelag, just because it makes it a little bit more of a challenge, because the boss there is notoriously easy, so... I'm also a little bit sick, so if my voice sounds buggy or froggish, then that would be why. But we're just going to make it go back through here to Darkroot, grab the Elite Knight armor that I bypassed the first time. It's really good overall. I like to play it on most of my characters that end up using a medium armor set. Light rolling is generally considered to be pretty good, so... Something that'll give you good poise and also good protection, while not weighing you down too much, is ideal. And in this build, I'm going Strength and Faith, using my favorite weapon, which is the Claymore here. Basically, end goal of the build is going to be to enchant my weapon with Sunlight Blade, which is a miracle that you can only use with Faith, and then have the utility of using Wrath of the Gods and any other ability. You'll see as it goes along when I pick it up. The game will change quite a bit about halfway through once they start getting all my miracles. But for now, it's just going to be me smashing people with the Claymore, which is easily in top 5 best weapons, I think. Right now I have enough to purchase the Titanite shards to get this back up to +5, so let's check how many I need. So I need 3. Buy 3, reinforced weapon, Claymore at +5. Looks like the Black Knights also drop their weapons for me, which is really good. I got a rare drop of a Boulder Side Sword, which is really interesting because it's a really good dex weapon, but I'm building strength, so, you know, it always happens like that, where you get the rare drops for the build that you're not even using. And for now, still trying to get Faith up to 30 before I really start upgrading anything else too high. 30 is going to be the highest I'm going to take my Faith, but it's good to have it early, so. We're just going to run back down to Firelink and check and see if Rhea has went to the catacombs yet. Because if she has, we can go try to rescue her and get our Wrath of the God spell. And this is a nifty shortcut that you find really early on. Earlier, I picked up the key from one of the top of the buildings here. I'll end up using a shortcut to go back to the asylum, which I didn't actually show in episode 1. I skipped right to Firelink, so you guys will go to see the asylum for the first time if you haven't played through the game. And basically it's just a big prison that they house all the undead in, so you go back there and there's an additional boss and some secret items. And there's some snoring going on right here. Can't really find out what that is until later. I did actually forget to check and see if Rio was there. Rhea and Petrus and the other guys. Let's see. Talk to this guy to have him be able to teach me miracles. I'm not going to buy any from him because he sells them for a little bit too expensive. Rhea will sell them later, but for now, just thought I'd talk to him. Looks like Rhea and Petrus haven't left for the catacombs yet. They'll show up later, and then we'll be able to go to the catacombs. So for now, I'm going to skip straight to Blight Town. This is a really ominous character here. He is definitely going to end up attacking this chick, and then I'm going to have to go fight him later. So I could kill him now, but I wouldn't be able to get his armor, which is a decent drop, and also the fight itself is really cool. So I kind of like to let him kill her so that I can bring her back and have a good fight with him. It's really fun. You'll see it though as it comes forward. His name is Lautrec. But for now, I'm going to take the shortcut into Blight Town, which is where I'll be ringing the second bell. Last episode, I rang the first bell. And basically, that's just the quest right now. Ring both bells of awakening. There's some big enemies here that I'm going to end up just running past because they're not really worth the trouble, though I might try to fight them. I'm recording, so we'll see how it goes. And got the backstab off on this guy. You don't want to get hit by these guys because they'll poison you. So light rolling, always really good. And I miss. And that's gonna hurt. Yep. Yeah, that did it. That's why I run past those guys. God damn it. And I don't think I used that Firelink bonfire, so I think we're in for a hell of a long run again. Oh, not too bad. I'm going to try to stay human in this journey so that I can maybe get some invasions or some co-op. And also I don't like running around looking like I'm a piece of beef jerky, so... There's that. Now... Next time I will be resting at the Firelink bonfire. That way I can use that as a little checkpoint. Just in case. I will try to beat those guys. Taking the back way, that's actually the back door that I was going into, is actually a little bit easier as well, so might as well try to fight some people. Try to keep the action going. Alright. So let's rest here. Then we're going right back down to the shortcut again. God, that guy is so easy to kill too. You can just kick him back off there using your kicks. Do it like this. One more kick, he'd be flying to his death. I'm not going to do it though. And bring the elevator up. And send it back up just in case I have to come back down there. Ooh, item. Alright, so I'm going to try to sneak up and get the backstab again like I did the first time. Get my souls here. Be nicer if my weapon was upgraded higher, but this is as far as it can go for now. Ooh, and I almost got hit. I don't know what the purpose is for their little roaring there. Middle of the fight, they just get pissed off and stop fighting. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I like when it happens. And parry. I kind of try to limit my parrying a little bit, just because it's not always super exciting to watch somebody sit and wait for them to swing, but I've played a lot of the games, so my parries are pretty good. And I just realized that I actually skipped Lower Blight Town and the sewers, so I'm gonna have to go back there after I beat this boss. And actually, if I die, I'm just gonna skip straight there, so that might just be the video, but we'll see if I can beat Quelag. I'm gonna end up using a gold pine resin just because she's such a hard boss fight. Currently just using the +5 claymore. Everything else is still pretty low level. All my gear and everything. I'm not even wearing a shirt. Just because I want the light roll. Maybe I'll come across some cloth armor that I can wear. There's a ring that I chose not to pick up for time's sake that I may end up having to go back to get, which just lets me wear a whole lot of armor. There's actually a few things I kind of skipped before I should have gone here, but that's okay. We can go back and get it. Basically, that slime, you run through it and it slows you down, and there's a ring that makes it to where you can run through that without being slowed down. And that's back at the Undead Asylum, which I'd mentioned before. But I can go back and get that, and then get some other items. I'll be up to par. You don't want to hit these guys, and I'll show you why. You hit them, they die. A bunch of freaking worms come out of their disgusting bodies, and then they attack you, and they're really difficult to kill all of them without taking too much damage. So this is the boss fight for the last Bell of Awakening. Gigantic fiery spider with a woman on top. A scantily clad woman at that. But yeah, that's our fight. So let's get pumped up here. Drink. I'm poisoned, which is not a really good sign. Oh, I thought he was going to do a different move. You kind of got to dodge the lava here for a little bit. Her attacks you got to watch out for. Her sword attacks will hurt you. When he does that, he's charging up to do his lava breath, which gives me a good opportunity to get a few hits in. Not a bad fight so far. A couple of hits can change it though. And my gold pine resin did run out, so I'm going to be doing less damage. And this guy's spitting lots of lava. Fight doesn't always go this good, but looks like it's gone okay so far. It's a decent fight. Really, the big attacks for me to avoid are the sword hits. Oh, like that. Like I said earlier, light rolling is the key. And that's a big one to avoid. And this should be the fight. Yep, there we go. Signature point. Victory achieved. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. Thanks for watching. Until the next episode.